Have you ever had a door slammed in your face? You know, that moment when everything seems to be going smoothly, and then suddenly, bam, rejection hits you out of nowhere. It stings, doesn't it? But here's the crazy part. Sometimes, those doors that close on us, they're actually the best thing that could ever happen. I know that sounds wild, but stick with me because today, we're diving into the art of flipping rejection on its head. And who better to inspire us than the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius? This guy knew a thing or two about tough situations. Picture this for a second. A world where every no doesn't knock you down but pushes you forward. Instead of feeling crushed, you feel energized, ready to conquer whatever's next. That's the mindset we're talking about here. Turning rejection, something that usually feels like a punch in the gut, into your secret weapon for success. It's not about fooling yourself or tricking fate, but about understanding that sometimes the universe's no is actually a disguised yes to something greater waiting around the corner. I know you're probably thinking, okay, that sounds nice, but how do I actually do that? Well, if you've ever felt overlooked, ignored, or like you're just not being valued, it's time to shift gears. In this video, I'm going to share with you 17 powerful lessons that will help you not just survive rejection, but thrive because of it. And listen, these aren't just abstract ideas or philosophical theories. These are practical, real-world strategies that you can start using today. But before we dive in, let's make sure we get this message to as many people as possible. If you're finding value in what we're talking about, just take a quick moment to check if you're subscribed to the channel. We've got a series of upcoming videos packed with tips to help you improve your life. Lesson number 1, ignore them. All right, I get it. Ignore them. It might sound a bit harsh at first, but before you judge, let me explain. When someone decides to give you the cold shoulder, your initial reaction might be to feel hurt or to try desperately to win them over. However, here's a little secret. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't about being petty. It's about reclaiming your power and self-respect. Imagine this. Picture yourself in a room where someone's decided you're not worth their time. Instead of letting their disregard knock you down, flip the script. Say to yourself, you know what? That's their loss, not mine. It's like holding up a mirror. By choosing not to engage with someone who's ignoring you, you're reflecting their behavior right back at them, but with grace and dignity. You're showing them, without uttering a single word, that you're completely unfazed. But here's where it gets interesting. How do you ignore someone without turning bitter or becoming closed off? The trick is to focus on yourself. Invest your energy into the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Dive into a good book, hit the gym, pick up a new hobby, or spend time with people who truly appreciate you. This isn't about revenge or proving a point. It's about filling your own cup first. Let's be honest, getting ignored can sting. That's just part of being human. But instead of letting it drag you down, use it as fuel for personal growth. Imagine building a fortress of self-respect so strong that their indifference just bounces off. This isn't merely about surviving rejection. It's about thriving despite it. Remember, your value doesn't decrease just because someone else can't see it. Stay true to yourself, keep your focus on your own growth, and let your actions speak louder than their silence. By focusing on what truly matters to you, you're not just moving past their disregard. You're showing the world, and yourself, that your worth is not defined by someone else's inability to recognize it. Keep shining and let your inner light guide you forward. Lesson number 2, don't react emotionally. All right, let's dive into something a bit tougher. Rejection. Yeah, it's that gut punch feeling that leaves you reeling. The surge of anger, sadness, or even frustration can be overwhelming, and the urge to react is incredibly strong. But here's where we turn to a bit of Stoic wisdom to guide us through the storm. The real secret weapon? Calmness. Imagine this. You're brushed off or dismissed by someone. It's like a switch flips and suddenly frustration takes over. You might feel like firing off a scathing message, airing your grievances, or just venting your feelings. But what if, instead, you took a page from Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics? They'd advocate for hitting the pause button, taking a deep breath, and responding thoughtfully rather than emotionally. Now, let me make something clear. This isn't about ignoring your feelings or pretending they don't exist. It's about ensuring those feelings don't hijack your actions. So next time you're hit with that sting of rejection, try this approach. Step back and ask yourself, why does this bother me so much? Often, it's not just the rejection itself that stings the most, but the insecurities it unearths within us. Here's the important part. When someone ignores you, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's just one fleeting moment, and it doesn't define who you are. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and responses, and to release what we can't control, like other people's behavior. So, when you feel that emotional tide rising, pause for a moment. Choose calmness. Choose to remain polite and kind, and if you reach out, do so with genuine concern, not out of a need for validation. Think about how this shift in mindset can be a game changer. By staying calm in the face of rejection, you're not just managing a tough situation, you're actively growing. You're learning that your self-worth isn't tethered to how others treat you. Imagine walking through life with the confidence that your peace and happiness are independent of anyone else's approval. That's what Stoicism offers us, a profound journey towards inner strength. Picture this. You've faced rejection, whether from a friend, a relationship, or a work situation. It's painful, but instead of letting it drag you down, view it as an opportunity for growth. Reflect on the lessons you can learn from the experience and how it can make you stronger. Ready to explore these lessons and turn rejection into a powerful tool for personal development? Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll see rejection through a new, empowering lens. Lesson number 3, stay calm and be resilient. All right, let's dive into one of the most powerful lessons you can learn from dealing with rejection: staying calm and being resilient. Think about this. When you handle rejection without losing your cool, you're not just showing strength, you're showcasing a level of poise and inner fortitude that's incredibly magnetic. Imagine a scenario where everything seems to go wrong. Maybe a project at work falls through, or a personal relationship hits a bump. What's your first reaction? Do you let the frustration overwhelm you, or do you take a deep breath and face the challenge head-on? When you stay calm, you're not just managing a situation, you're demonstrating resilience. Picture someone who encounters a setback but doesn't fall apart. Instead, they take it in stride, maintaining their composure and focusing on solutions rather than problems. That kind of grace under pressure is captivating. It shows that you're not merely enduring rejection. You're using it as a stepping stone for personal growth. It's a clear signal that you're thriving, not just surviving. Consider how attractive it is to see someone handle adversity with a cool head and an unwavering spirit. It's like watching a skilled sailor navigate through a storm, calm, steady, and focused on reaching their destination. This is what makes them stand out, what draws people to them. They aren't panicking or letting setbacks define them. They're showing that rejection is merely a moment in time, not a permanent state of being. And here's where Stoicism comes into play. The Stoic approach teaches us to embrace these moments of challenge with a steady heart. It's about maintaining your inner strength, staying composed, and continuing to move forward despite the hurdles. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about demonstrating that you're strong enough to handle life's ups and downs with grace. So the next time you face rejection or a tough situation, remember this. Your ability to stay calm and resilient not only reflects your strength, but also enhances your personal growth. It's a testament to your ability to transform obstacles into opportunities. Keep moving forward with confidence and serenity, knowing that each challenge you face is helping to build a stronger, more resilient you. Lesson number 4, remove them from your mind. All right, let's tackle one of the trickier aspects of dealing with rejection, the art of detachment. I know, the idea of just removing someone or something from your mind might seem a bit daunting, but stick with me here. It's not about pretending that the rejection didn't hurt. It's about recognizing those feelings without letting them consume you. Imagine yourself as a sailor navigating through a stormy sea. The waves are crashing all around and you can't control the weather. What you can control, though, is the direction of your ship. That's exactly how you should approach rejection. It's like these turbulent waves of emotion are out of your control, but you're in charge of where you steer your ship. Let's break it down. When you face rejection, it's natural to feel hurt, frustrated, or even angry. But instead of letting those emotions hijack your thoughts, practice detachment. This means acknowledging your feelings. Yes, it hurt, and yes, you're allowed to feel that way. But don't let those feelings become your entire world. Think of it like this. Rejection is not a dead end. It's more like a detour sign. It's redirecting you towards new opportunities and possibilities you might not have considered before. And here's where the magic happens. By practicing detachment, you give yourself the mental space to explore new avenues and focus on what really matters to you. Consider picking up a new hobby or diving into a challenging book. Maybe there's an activity you've always wanted to try, or a project you've been putting off. Engaging in these new experiences isn't just about distraction, it's about growth. Each new interest or pursuit helps you build resilience and adaptability. Imagine stepping into a new hobby or activity with the same enthusiasm you had when you first discovered something you love. As you immerse yourself in these new experiences, you're not only moving past the rejection, but also enriching your life with new skills and passions. Every time you take on something new, you're strengthening yourself, becoming more adaptable, and transforming rejection into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. So, when you're dealing with rejection, remember, it's not about erasing the pain, but about shifting your focus. Use that energy to explore new interests and invest in your growth. In doing so, you're not just moving forward, you're evolving into a stronger, more vibrant version of yourself. Lesson number 5. Surround yourself with positivity. All right, let's dive into one of the most vital steps for bouncing back from rejection: surrounding yourself with positivity. I get it. When you're dealing with a rejection, it's incredibly tempting to retreat into your shell. You might think that isolating yourself is the best way to cope, but here's the game changer. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Imagine this. You've just faced a setback, and the weight of it feels heavy. Instead of isolating yourself and letting those negative feelings fester, think about the people in your life who make you feel good. These are the friends, family members, or mentors who radiate positivity and genuinely believe in you. They're the ones who see your potential even when you're doubting yourself. Spending time with these uplifting individuals is like having a personal cheer squad. Their encouragement isn't just a temporary fix. It's a source of ongoing support that helps you see the silver lining in any situation. They remind you that rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a nudge from life to push you towards new horizons. Think about it this way. When you share your goals and dreams with these positive people, you're not only getting their support, but you're also creating a mutual exchange of inspiration. As you listen to their ambitions and struggles, you're engaging in a cycle of growth where everyone benefits. It's a dynamic where encouragement and motivation flow back and forth, fueling each other's progress. When you're surrounded by positivity, you start to view rejection through a different lens. It becomes less of a personal failure and more of a stepping stone, a way for life to gently guide you towards something even better. It's like having a GPS that recalibrates your route to lead you to a more rewarding destination. So, next time you're feeling the sting of rejection, reach out to those who inspire and support you. Share your experiences, listen to theirs, and let the positivity in your circle help you navigate through the tough times. Embrace the support of those who see the best in you, and use that encouragement as fuel to keep moving forward and rediscovering yourself. In the end, remember that rejection is just a temporary detour on your path to growth. With the right people by your side, you'll find that what feels like a setback is really a push toward something extraordinary. Have you heard about these tips before? Did any of them surprise you? Drop a comment and let me know if you've been through something similar or if you know someone who has. I'm here to help out in the comments, so let's chat. Lesson number 6. Show your value. Rejection can sting, no doubt. But instead of feeling bad about it, use it as a test of your resilience. Let's say you were passed over for a promotion or a job. Instead of getting stuck in frustration, take a deep breath and use that energy for something productive. Jump into a project that shows off your skills or offer to take on a new challenge. Your worth isn't based on someone else's opinion. Every rejection is a chance for you to shine even brighter. Think of the saying, when one door closes, another opens. It's true. Rejection might just be the universe pushing you towards something that's a better fit for your talents and passions. It's your chance to realign your goals and build your own success story. Lesson number 7, cut off contact. Silence can be super powerful when it comes to rejection. Let's say someone ignores you or turns you down. Your first reaction might be to reach out and try to fix things, right? But instead of chasing after them, take a step back. It's not about playing games, it's about regaining your sense of control. When you choose not to react, you're taking time to remember that your value isn't based on someone else's approval. This silence gives you space to think, to grow, and to refocus on what really matters: your own goals, passions, and self-worth. Think of it as hitting a reset button. You're not just waiting around, you're actively getting stronger, gaining clarity, and preparing yourself for something even better. So in the end, rejection isn't this big, scary thing. It's just a part of life that helps shape who you are. Instead of fearing it, learn from it, grow through it, and use it as fuel to become the best, most resilient version of yourself. When you choose to stop reaching out after a rejection, it's not about being mean or cold. It's actually about taking care of your own feelings. It's like setting a boundary for your own peace of mind. You're saying, I respect myself too much to chase after someone who isn't interested. This isn't just a calm approach, it's powerful. It shows that you have confidence and self-worth. In a world where everyone is always texting and calling back immediately, your silence can actually be interesting and even attractive. It shows that you have a life full of cool things and priorities beyond this one rejection. It's not about making the other person regret their decision. It's about showing that you're strong, centered, and not easily swayed by what others think of you. This kind of silence helps you grow and stay composed, ready to face whatever comes next with grace and poise. Lesson number 8, prove them wrong. Using rejection as fuel to prove yourself is about showing what you can really do, not just to others but to yourself. Imagine someone doubts your abilities. Instead of getting upset, use it as a chance to become even better. If someone says you're not good at something, dive deep into learning and practicing until you're amazing at it. This isn't about showing off to those who doubted you. It's about quietly building up your skills and confidence. You don't need to announce your plans or brag about your progress. Just let your actions speak for themselves. If someone thinks you're not creative, work on a project that shows off your creativity. If they think you're not committed, let your consistent efforts be the proof. This isn't a fight against what others think. It's a journey to become your best self. As you grow and improve, people will start to see the real you, and you'll redefine what you believe is possible for yourself. Lesson number 9, have fun and enjoy life. When rejection happens, it's easy to feel down and just want to stay in your shell. But here's a fun twist. Go out and have some fun. Enjoying yourself isn't about ignoring your feelings. It's about giving yourself a chance to feel good again. Try something new, revisit an old hobby, or just have a good time with friends. This makes you stronger because it reminds you that life has lots of great things, even when things don't go your way. Humans are social beings, and being with others can lift your spirits. Invite friends to hang out, join a fun community activity, or share a meal with loved ones. These moments of joy and connection show you that you're more than just your setbacks. You're part of a bigger picture, full of laughter and shared experiences. This helps you remember that you're valuable and supported by those around you. So, in short, rejection isn't the end of the world. It's an opportunity to build yourself up, embrace your own strength, and enjoy the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. Lesson number 10, stepping into the unknown. Here's where the real magic begins. Stepping into the unknown. Rejection might feel like a locked door, but guess what? It's actually a gateway to countless new opportunities. Imagine trying a new cuisine you've never tasted, exploring a neighborhood you've never been to, or attending a workshop on a topic that's totally foreign to you. These aren't just random activities, they're chances for you to grow and evolve. Each new experience layers onto your character, making you more adaptable, more empathetic, and better equipped to handle life's surprises. The goal isn't to erase the sting of rejection, it's to turn it into a stepping stone towards a richer, more vibrant life. All right, let's move on to the next part. But before we do, I noticed you haven't hit that like button yet. It's really important because it helps YouTube show our videos to more people and keeps our content coming your way. So go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It's free, and it means a lot. Thanks, and let's keep going. Lesson number 11, building your social status. Now, picture this. You're in a room and it feels like you're invisible. This is actually a hidden opportunity. Stoicism teaches us to use these moments of rejection as a springboard for personal growth. Instead of chasing after validation from others, focus on enhancing yourself and getting involved in your community. This isn't about climbing a social ladder. It's about climbing your own ladder of self-improvement. Engage in activities like fitness, exploring new hobbies, or advancing in your career. These are tools to help you build a stronger, more resilient self. Think about sharing your journey not for applause but for genuine connection. When you talk about your interests or achievements, let it be a bridge to find others who resonate with your story. This isn't a strategy to gather followers. It's a heartfelt attempt to connect with like-minded souls. By volunteering or networking, you're not just adding lines to your resume. You're weaving a tapestry of meaningful relationships. This approach is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, where personal growth and contributing to the greater good are intertwined. The intention is crucial. It's not about popularity, but about becoming a better version of yourself. Every step you take towards improvement creates a ripple effect that enhances the community. Lesson number 12, dealing with someone who ignores you. The strongest response is a quiet one. It's not about being petty or cold. It's about respecting your own peace. If someone chooses to overlook you, let them. Don't waste your energy trying to catch their eye or force a conversation. Instead, shift your focus to people who appreciate your company. At social gatherings, turn your attention towards those who value you. Recognize that your worth isn't defined by someone else's acknowledgement. If you must interact with the person who ignored you, keep it professional and brief. No need for drama, just stick to what's necessary. If the disregard continues, embrace the power of walking away. This isn't defeat, it's a strategic retreat. It's about understanding that your energy is better invested elsewhere, in relationships and pursuits that bring you joy and growth. By choosing not to engage in a one-sided struggle, you're not just moving past a person, you're moving towards better opportunities, healthier interactions, and a more peaceful state of mind. Lesson number 13, embrace the power of silence. When someone's indifferent towards you, your response doesn't have to be a show of defeat. It's actually a powerful display of your inner strength and self-respect. Choosing silence in the face of indifference isn't about trying to one-up someone or make them feel bad. Instead, it's about holding on to your dignity and using that silence as a time for self-reflection and emotional mastery. Think of silence as your moment of introspection. It's a chance to dive deep into your own feelings, sift through your thoughts, and find some clarity. It's not about punishing the other person, it's about protecting your own inner peace. In these quiet moments, there's a profound opportunity for personal growth. It's not about shutting down, it's about opening up to yourself. Stoicism encourages us to use these moments to reflect on our values, virtues, and how we want to interact with the world. Ask yourself questions like, why does this bother me? What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? This kind of silence is constructive, not destructive. It helps reinforce your character and align your responses with your principles. So, if you choose to remain silent, let it be a conscious decision rooted in self-care and wisdom. It's a way of avoiding behaviors like manipulation or revenge, and instead, embracing a Stoic approach of temperance and self-control. By not responding, you're not just ignoring someone else. You're paying close attention to yourself, maintaining your composure, and embodying the Stoic ideal of serenity in the face of adversity. Lesson number 14. Avoid begging for attention. When faced with indifference, begging for attention isn't the way to go. Stoicism teaches us that our self-worth shouldn't hinge on others' recognition. Instead, it's a call to ground yourself in your own value and independence. If someone is ignoring you, it's not a signal to perform louder or more dramatically to grab their attention. It's actually a chance to turn inward and reaffirm your own worth. Your self-esteem should be a steady foundation, not a pendulum swinging with others' attention. Embrace your passions and pursuits with confidence, not to make others see what they're missing, but to recognize for yourself what you bring to the table. Engage in activities that fulfill you, connect with people who appreciate you, and build a life that makes you proud. This isn't about passively waiting for validation. It's about actively immersing yourself in your own growth and happiness. As you focus on your personal development, the need for external validation starts to fade into irrelevance. So, rather than chasing fleeting attention, invest in yourself. Create a life that you're content with, independent of others' perceptions. Let your confidence and self-assurance come from your achievements and personal growth, not from performing for an audience. This Stoic approach isn't just about handling rejection. It's about rising above it by focusing on what truly matters, your own journey of growth and fulfillment. Lesson number 15. Be kind, but maintain emotional distance. Even when faced with indifference, choose kindness, but keep your emotional boundaries intact. This isn't about being cold or detached. It's about protecting your inner peace. When someone overlooks you, it's natural to feel hurt or frustrated. However, Stoicism teaches us to approach these moments with a calm heart. Offer a smile, a polite greeting, or a simple wish for a good day, but do so without any strings attached. Your kindness is a gift, not a transaction. Maintaining emotional distance isn't about building walls. It's about setting boundaries. You can control how you act, but you can't control how others respond. By staying kind but emotionally distant, you're choosing not to let someone else's actions dictate your emotional state. This approach doesn't just protect you, it empowers you. This balance of kindness and emotional detachment is a powerful demonstration of Stoic wisdom. It shows respect for both yourself and others, and it's a mark of maturity and understanding. By navigating life's rejections with grace and maintaining your emotional integrity, you cultivate a deep sense of tranquility and dignity. In essence, this Stoic approach teaches you to handle rejection, not with bitterness or hurt, but with a steadfast sense of inner peace and self-respect. Lesson number 16. Embrace emotional distance with confidence. Maintaining emotional distance isn't a sign of weakness. It's a powerful testament to your strength and self-respect. Choosing not to let someone else's behavior dictate your emotional state is a conscious, empowering decision. By remaining kind yet emotionally detached, you're essentially saying, "I refuse to let your indifference disturb my inner balance." This approach doesn't just shield you from harm, it actively empowers you. Balancing kindness with emotional detachment is a hallmark of Stoic wisdom. It lets you engage with others gracefully while standing firm in your own emotional integrity. This balance demonstrates a profound respect for both yourself and others and is a clear indicator of maturity and understanding. By navigating rejections this way, you're not harboring bitterness or allowing hurt to consume you. Instead, you maintain a steady sense of inner peace and dignity. This composure isn't just for show, it's a reflection of your inner strength and resilience. Lesson number 17. Don't reveal your struggles. When someone overlooks you, the urge to reveal your struggles can be strong. Yet Stoicism teaches us to handle such situations with grace and internal resilience. It's not about pretending everything is perfect, but about showing true inner stability. Continuing with vigor and determination, despite feeling hurt, isn't about performing for others. It's about affirming your own strength and self-worth. Acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them control your actions. Instead, let calmness and self-assurance steer you. By maintaining confidence and composure, you're not just proving your strength to others, you're reminding yourself of it. This approach is a quiet yet powerful assertion that your sense of worth is independent of others' opinions. Not revealing your struggles is a way of embracing Stoic resilience. It's about managing your emotions so they don't compromise your dignity or self-respect. Your response to rejection isn't merely for the world to see. It's a reflection of your own fortitude and stability. We've explored 17 transformative lessons on turning rejection into a tool for growth and success. Each no you encounter is a stepping stone to resilience, a lesson in Stoicism teaching us to channel our inner strength. Now, I challenge you to integrate these insights into your daily life. Embrace rejection not as a setback, but as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Share your triumphs and challenges with us. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and drop a comment below. If you're unsure of what to say, just type "embracing challenges" to show you've made it through our journey. Your interaction helps fuel this community, guiding us all toward wisdom, understanding, and the art of turning every challenge into an opportunity. Here's to mastering the art of Stoic resilience together. Stay Stoic.